boys and girls. We are going to finish up our writing unit. I'm super duper duper excited. I want to make a photo here so you know who's talking to you. It's silly Miss Foltz. Let's get going. We have already done our topic sentence, and I want you to remember that a topic sentence is where we are telling our readers what we're writing about. It's kind of the way that we hook them into our interesting writing. So I've already done this, you've already done it. What I said is, I like the fox because it is smart. Well, now I'm going to go back to my organizer with all of the things that I learned. Remember, I wrote them in red, and some of the things that I had learned about the fox is that they eat plants and they eat meat. I did not know that they ate plants. Babies are called pups. I learned that they live in farms and cities, and then I learned that they do not swim. Well, they do, but they don't like to. So those are the facts that I learned. But I'm going to then go back to my adjective work. Here's my adjective work where I use words that describe what I'm talking about a little bit more, descriptive words. I said that it was smart, it was quiet, it was orange. So these are things that I can use when I'm finishing up my sentences, my 3 sentences. Now, as good readers and writers always do, they check their checklist. So it's really important for me to make sure that I am always using an uppercase letter whenever I'm starting a sentence. It's really important that I'm using beautiful handwriting because you're about to go into first grade, and first grade teachers want to see amazing work. They want to see how beautiful your handwriting is. And also, when you're writing a story or a book to readers, they need to be able to read your handwriting. So I really want you to think about tall, fall, and small when you're doing your handwriting. The next thing, please, please, please remember those finger spaces. Do not drive Miss Foltz totally bonkers. Please remember those finger spaces in between your words. Again, that's a big first grade thing that you need to know. The last thing that I really want you to make sure that you're doing, and that I'm doing, is that you are using end marks. Remember that end marks finish out a thought, and each end mark has kind of a reason. If you're asking a question, then you'd use a question mark. If you're reading with excitement, then you'd use an exclamation point. And if you're just finishing out a normal old thought, then you would add a period. So let's get started. The first thing that I want to do is I want to talk about my first sentence. I'm going to think about it before I write it. I want to say that they are orange and furry. Remember, I'm using those adjectives to make my writing even more interesting for my writers. So I know that they is a sight word. They, remember those tall, fall, and smalls, are, it's also a sight word. Orange, sight word. Now I don't have any more room, so I have to swoop. They are orange and furry. Now, I did my best to stretch out the word furry. Furry. I tried my best to hear the beginning, middle, and end sound of each part of that word. Now, that's the end of my thought. They are orange and furry. So, I'm going to add end mark. Now, I'm going to talk about I'm going to talk about what foxes eat, because I'll tell you what, I was surprised. I had no clue what they ate. I knew they ate meat, but I didn't know they ate plants. So I'm really excited to write about that. Baby, I have to remember that I'm starting a new sentence, so it has to be a capital letter, a uppercase letter. A-B, ox, eat, look at that blended sound, and eat. Perfect. Okay. Now I really want to make sure that my readers know what baby foxes are called. So I'm going to go back. Baby ox are called pups. Pups. Holy cow, I just noticed that I used a plural noun because there's more than one. All right, the last one that I'm super excited to tell my readers about is the cool fact that I learned about them swimming. So I'm going to say hey, check out that digraph, they do, that's a sight word, you should definitely spell that correctly. They do not, I'm not going to be able to fit that there, so I'm going to swoop. Do not like, that is a sight word, to oh, I hear that blended sound. Swim. Now, to me, this is like a really funny and interesting fact, so I'm going to add an exclamation point. Aha! Perfect. Now, all good writers go back and they read their work. So let's do that. I like the fox because it is smart. They are orange and furry. Baby fox eat plants and meat. Baby fox are called pups. They do not like to swim. Notice how I read each of those sentences a little bit different. I changed the way that I said it, especially when I did this exclamation point. All right, my friends, I'm really excited because this is like the end of our writing. This is where you are total authors. I want you to remember all of those things that we have already talked about. We are using the facts that we have already learned. We are using the adjectives that we can think of with our animal. I used orange and furry. And then, of course, we use our checklist. I cannot wait to see your writing. Crazy Miss Foltz cannot wait to hear you read your final work. Good luck. Talk to me if you have any questions. See you later. Bye-bye.